Embrace the fact that you could be out here. They have their money, they have their yachts, they have their fucking Lamborghinis, and they make fun of us because we can't have it. So guess what? We make fun of them because they can't do this. I need you to be able to do this. You sit out here, and when you see them looking at you from their car, when you see them looking at you from their restaurant building, because they know they can't be out here, you laugh. Like, this is our Lamborghini. This is our island. This is our way of letting them know we're in power, and you're obsolete now. So I need you to understand, they can't do this. They can't do this, what I'm doing right here, for more than 1 hour. I promise you. All they can do right now is go from where they got to go and come in. And if they stay out any longer than that, they're getting fucked up. Best believe. So I need you to level up. Shout out to the people who show support. Shout out to the people who hit the like. Shout out to the people who leave comments. Let's live a good life. Let's be great. It's only April. It's going to be hot as fuck. And I love it. I'm going to be out here grinding. I'm going to be out here marinating in this shit. And I will get my energies. I will get my DNA upgrades. And I need you to do the same. I deserve it. We sit back and laugh at the people because they didn't want to listen. We just watched them get wiped out. Shout out to my real ones. Let's go.
All verse rising my supreme soul beings of the angel number multiverse. So let me tell you this. You know, when it comes to the energy vampire matrix that try to like brainwash a lot of humans on planet Earth in universe 7 to think that, oh, if you don't got a yacht or a Lamborghini or a Celine or a Zonda or any high class vehicle or any form of CEO titles, then you're considered nothing to the matrix society, right? Let me tell you why that's bullshit. Let me tell you why being connected with Father and Mother Nature, getting energy from the sun, the moon, and whether it's snowing or raining, and you actually getting your supreme seraphim angelic power training in nature is way more valuable than being so connected and so invested in the matrix society, right? Now we want to talk about the movie called The Matrix. You know, of course, if you expose the matrix systems and you want to get all your training in with nature, you don't want to rely too much on the matrix system for anything, and you always training your body to be on point, then of course these Agent Smith programs want to try to shut a soul being down, right? Now let me tell you this, man. Like, if you see the way that Jet Li, Bruce Lee, all the capoeira and taekwondo martial artists movie stars be fighting in the movies and all that, that's how a lot of these soulful vibrational beings are when they train. Especially the people that got labeled schizophrenic and conspiracy theorists just because they refuse to think like a matrix bot in the organic portal souls vibrational matrix, man. These people who get labeled conspiracy theorists, they actually be like these so-called superheroes from a comic, from a manga, from an anime, and all this etc. stuff, man. It's all real. You know, like me, bro. Like, let me tell you, for example, when I started getting tapped into Unk Life melanated spirituality, man, I started to begin to see how a lot of soul beings are going to be the ones who are going to be in power and be in control when the system crashed. And a lot of these matrix people who thought that they was the head honcho, the head boss because they was a CEO or a judge of a courthouse or a deputy, a sheriff, a state trooper, or all these fraternity titles and all that. All these people that's fit in the matrix, they gonna realize they ain't had shit. They ain't had nothing. They had nothing on these soul beings who did all their focus and invested all their energy into connecting with Father and Mother Nature, right? Because let me tell you, I'm gonna be one of those soul beings who are gonna get so much energy from the sun and the moon and all that. And watch how a lot of these matrix bots who rely so much on fraternity and sorority and all these matrix false titles that don't even be connected with Father and Mother Nature of this multiverse, and these matrix bots are gonna be burnt to a crisp, and they not gonna be able to sit out inside in the sun for like at least 3 minutes. Heck, you know, a lot of people that rely so much on the matrix and rely so much on matrix programming, you know, trying to see when the next dollar gonna come and all that, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, These people who rely so much on the matrix, man, they always end up having broken bones by the time they're like at the age of 22. At the age of 22, individuals got broken bones in their body. They're not flexible. You know, they can't even do a spin kick. You know, they couldn't even like stand in the sun for like 3 minutes, or let alone couldn't even like get joyful frequencies from the rain for 3 minutes. Like that's how crazy it is. Like think about those popular kids in college, those students who be like in the fraternity and sorority, and like, you know, where they on a tennis club, a football club, a wrestling club, any type of club there is in college. Look, when the system crashed, a lot of those popular fraternity students and sorority students, they're going to be the main ones who not going to be able to stand up to the likes of beings who show up like Frieza, show up like, you know, the fucking blood demons and all that stuff, man. They not, all these people who rely on matrix solid, they're not going to be able to stand up to these demonic beings when the system crashed. But a lot of these people who got labeled conspiracy theorists and labeled schizophrenic because we soul beings refuse to think like an organic portal soulless vibrational being, and we choose to stand in our power and think with our intuitional intelligence, we soul beings are going to be the ones to stand up to these so-called blood demons and Frieza-like life forms that are like multiversal power level of strength out here. All these so-called high-level demons that be out here, we soul beings are going to be the ones to stand up to them. Like, seriously, bro. Like, and this is the reason why me personally, I don't put my invested energy into the matrix. Like, because like me, when I was a child, I knew a lot of things was wrong with this so-called white supremacist straw man big brother system. I knew a lot of stuff was off. I knew there was more to life than trying to invest so much of my energy into these false titles like CEOs of this particular company and all that stuff. Like when the system crashes down, the companies will be no more. When the system crashes, guess what? Like people who rely so much on vehicles and all these different technologies, you know, they're not going to be able to run at all or do backflips or all these other agile athletic things that humans are meant to do. We already know humanoid extraterrestrials are already on their mission on planet Earth, you know, being like super athletic, like being beyond way many superpowers and levels of strength, man. Like I'm gonna just tell you right now. And there's some people that literally, you know, told me that I was some type of alien, because for me to be able to run for long periods of time and be able to like get so much energy in the sun, because like there's people that have asked me before, like, damn, how you be running so damn much? And you know, I told them straight up, man, like I am a humanoid extraterrestrial for real. So like it would make a lot of sense, you know. Because, you know, humanoid extraterrestrials, you know, we literally are created. We literally are designed and made for combat, made to train to be able to take on these blood demons that run this matrix, right? It's the same thing. I might not be a Saiyan. I might not be a Kryptonian. I might not be a Uzumaki or a Uchiha or a Hyuga, but I will tell you this. I am one of these supreme seraphim soul gods out here who will be on the front line with my soul family out there that are chosen ones, that are known as the walking prophet soul beings, are going to stand up to these so-called blood demon, energy vampire, straw men, demon ram slave owners who've been running a matrix for so long in this multiverse. And when the system crashed, a lot of these blood demons are going to get theirs in war with us soul gods putting the beat down on the blood demons. These are all facts. So like me, like when I do get my training in, I always get my training in the shadows. I don't broadcast like when I'm getting my training in, try to prove myself to some individuals that's not on my frequency. Like, okay, if I go train in the rain or I go train in the sun, doing whatever kind of training it is, whether it's calisthenics or any type of martial art, any type of sports, like whatever it is. Like, if I know I'm getting the training in, that's all it's gonna matter when it's time to step up to these blood demons who run the slave owner matrix, right? This is something that a lot of my classmates don't know. This is something that a lot of the matrix people don't know at all. But the people that have connected with me naturally in the spiritual realms, and they received my calls when I called on more soul beings to connect with me, they the ones who know. Shout out to the soul beings who actually got in contact with me and actually spoke to me and wondered like what kind of training I get in. Because look, when we soul guides are on the front line, along with the soul goddesses in the front line, in the spiritual final battle war versus these slave owner blood demons who ran the matrix for so long. Look, man, I already know a lot of these average Joe, average Jane matrix bots who thought they was the shit with the CEO titles and all this corporation titles. When those unathletic people see us athletic conspiracy theory label people put in the work against these blood demons, a lot of those matrix bots are gonna be like, damn, like all the people that we thought was crazy are actually the damn heroes. It's gonna happen. When the system crash, just know you heard it from me and a whole bunch of other soul guys. You also heard it from Tri.i.Vizion, aka Super Saiyan God Vegeta as well too. The same way you heard it from me. But this is all I'm gonna tell you, man. A lot of us soul guys make the most anytime when it's like raining, anytime when it's cloudy, snowing, sunny, any type of weather condition, we go get it in. We go get it in. Even if it's cold, like, you know, let me tell you a short story. Like, there was people one time in Louisiana, like when it was snowing outside, they did saw me do a little football training. They knew for a fact that I was not nowhere near the south. They know I was not from anywhere near the south for me to be training in the snow doing football training. Right now in my brain, I was training to awaken more of my seraphim supreme powers within my soul tribe powers. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, those people told me like, man, you training in the snow, man. Like, let me tell you, a lot of cats ain't doing that out here. So like they knew they was looking at a seraphim supreme being when they saw me training in the snow. You know, a lot of people's not doing that in the south. But shout out to all my soul guys who actually be training in the snow, whether you in New Jersey, Rhode Island, New York, like anywhere, any place on this planet where it snows and you get the training in to tap into your supreme Saiyan God powers, ultra instinct Saiyan God powers, whatever soulful vibrational power you got. I salute you. For all you people that's in fraternities and you try to like invest all your energy into all these CEO titles and all these matrix titles that you thought that was everything beyond this multiverse, you're going to be jaw dropping and realize that the stuff that you invested your energy in, you could have invested in to being the supreme seraphim gods, the way that we conspiracy theory label people have been investing our energy into. But hey, a lot of you matrix people who fit in the matrix that are asleep, you're going to see when the system crash. You're going to see. Shout out to Tri.i.Vizion, Super Saiyan God Vegeta. Shout out to Thomas Wayne, aka TPOB. Shout out to the Young Luffy. Shout out to all the soulful vibrational beings.